Hello folks, my name is Rojo and welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. When we last left off, we were still looking for the Grove. However, we made a bit of a awkward cut because we came across a rather long little side quest, and that's what we're about to do, so let's check it out.
Achuta, wonga kun bis dolpi kikuyana. Dong patugas Bastilla.
Who are you?
Ronda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Muchashak bakat. Kiye nono nama paule rachikun. Ta kungjus takmiki grabelmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chucheda badwana nidibobo. Dong na bungsha nununya.
What do you need me to do?
Ronda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunot ka chi kun ita hodonga. Yiking kuno ba tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpat ronda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule ka chi kun ita hodonga. Yiking kuno ba mulera chi kun. Slimo ronda di hodonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Ka chi kun ita hodonga. Yiking kuno ba mulera chi kun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Runda di hodunga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunote. Ka chi kun ita hodunga. Yiking kuno ba mulera chi kun. Slimo.
Anything else I should know?
Runda di hodunga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukun muchashak bakat. Kiyin.
Okay, this is probably going to take a while. I remember this quest. I don't remember what the resolution is, but I feel like this is one that always confuses me, and I never am confident that I got it right. So I guess what we need to do, let's talk to you.
Greetings, apprentice. You must be the one Master Boluk has enlisted to help him with this problem. I am an information retrieval droid. I can assist you by accessing the records of both the Jedi Enclave and the central government facilities here on Dantooine. If you have any need of my services, please do not hesitate to talk to me. I have already retrieved some information from the archives on Kaldanetic, Ricard Lusoff, and Hand and Gold. I have also had time to examine the body of Mr. Netic. Is there any information you require?
Alright, what do you know about the body?
My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single energy blast to the torso. Is there any other information you need?
Let's see. Alright, what about the plains?
These plains are rife with wild animals, not all of them benign. The Iriars are mostly docile, but can easily be provoked to violence. Kath hounds, on the other hand, are much more deadly. There have been over 35 catalogued attacks on settlers by Kath hounds in the last 2 weeks. A general advisory was given out 3 days ago to carry a weapon at all times when on the plains. Small farms and holdings dot the plains and can provide safe refuge for those in need. Is there any other information you need?
Alright, that's interesting. More later.
Very well. I will be here to assist you.
Okay. So, this is the man who had the rifle, and this is the man who was unarmed. This guy was shot from behind by a blaster. Oh yeah, I'm not trying to leave, man. Just fucking cool it.
Another Jedi, huh? Helping that Twi'lek investigate, no doubt. He seems stumped. I'm Ricard Lusoff. Maybe you can figure this out and let me get out of here.
Alright, well, tell me what happened.
Well, I was out hunting Iriaz when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it, I couldn't see it that well, mind you, 'cause the damn sun was in my eyes. So I shoot it and it drops. I walk over here and find Handon standing over Calder's body. So why don't you get this whole farce over with and send that whiner Handon to the prison he belongs in?
Okay. Well, first things first. The body fell this way, and he was shot in the back. So presumably, he was facing this direction. And Dude Bro thought he saw some shit over by the bridge here. He said the sun was in his eyes. But the sun is over there. I don't think I believe that part of his story. Assuming that everything in this scenario has been meticulously set up to be a clue. Alright, let's talk to the other man.
Ah, greetings. You must be assisting Master Baluk in his investigation. I'm Handon Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me?
Also, one other thing is, if it was cloudy, the sun may not have been able to be in his eyes to begin with. Alright. Should I have?
I guess under the circumstances, no. Well, I presume you wish to hear my story, then. I shall tell you, of course, but there's not much to it. I'm sure that you'll agree that Rickard is quite obviously guilty of murder. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there, when all of a sudden I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man Calder lying on the ground, dead.
Did you see the killer?
And I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river, and I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave right away. Well, there. That's my story. Now, please hurry this up and arrest Rickard so I can get on with my day.
So, I wish I could get a recap of what he just said. He said something about coming from the south. Well, he was running by the bridge, but somebody was coming from the south. I can't quite recall, which is unfortunate. Can I talk to you again?
How can I be of further assistance?
Oh, there's more. Not right now.
Of course.
He said he was running, holding your side. I guess, you know, that makes some sense. Running without a blaster in an area where you've been informed to have a blaster, a little bit less sense. Well,
Is there any other...
no.
My preliminary analysis of... Is there any other...
Go. Okay.
Very well.
Akupa, Chekupa.
Well, let me discuss.
Runda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamul. Ta kum jus tak miki grabelmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank, wale oganda na jedabadwana ni dibobo. Tong na bungsha nununya. Tong haitwam jiji lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Tolpa da bonkwale o gandonan chuchut. Muchashak pakat. Kiye no nama paole.
Ah, well, I thought you were gonna, like, give me some hints, man, but alright, I don't know.
Ta kumjus tak miki grabelmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbaba.
Alright, never mind.
So, what do you want to know?
Alright, what did you see happen?
Well, I was out hunting
we
Irias
can.
south of here, and I saw one over by the bridge. The sun was pretty much right behind it, though, so I couldn't see it none too clearly. I shot, and when I came over here, I found Handon standing over the body, holding his side. There wasn't an Irias in sight. I think he might have taken it. Calder must have been hunting it himself, because there was a rifle lying close to the body. Bullock's got that now. Mine, too. I want that back.
Let me ask you something else.
So, what do you want to know?
Well, I guess while you're out here, we already know, but...
I told you already, didn't I? Was hunting some Irias. Haven't seen many in the area recently, what with those calf hounds acting up. But they're still around. Was in my blind a little south of here when I spotted one, like I said before. I shot, and pow, it went down. But when I come over here, there's Handon standing over the body and the Iriaz was gone. Now, I don't have nothing to do with this, so can I go now?
I gotta ask you something else.
So, what do you want to know?
Yeah, Baluk said you were limping. Are you hurt?
Well, I kind of sprained my ankle running through the bush before I found the body, but it's nothing that serious.
Alright, that's all for now.
Right.
How can I be of further assistance?
Alright, what did you see happen?
Well, actually, I didn't see anything. I was over across the bridge. I heard a shot and came over. I can tell you I was sure surprised to see Calder's body lying there. I just got here when I saw Rickard coming out of the rocks holding his blaster. I was terrified. I had no idea what he was going to do, so I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave. Master Baluk came out here with his droid and started questioning us. I think he really doesn't understand what's going on. I hope that you'll be able to make a more informed decision and get me out of here soon. I have things I have to do.
Uh-huh.
How can I be of further assistance?
Why were you out here?
I was taking my daily constitutional. I just happened to be running by when I heard a shot. I ran over and found Calder's body lying there.
Alright, do you often run around the plains?
Yes, quite often. I generally prefer running to anything else. Can't stand speeders. A healthy body will breed a healthy mind, as I always say.
Yeah, you're holding your side. Are you injured?
Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been? Fit as a bantha. I run. I don't know if I mentioned that.
He's still holding his side. The potential injury becomes a little bit more interesting.
How can I be of further assistance?
That's it, I guess.
Of course.
Is there any other... Very well.
Alright, maybe now can we talk to you? Get a little bit more out of you?
Akupa?
Let's see.
Ronda di hot takum just jedam tong height wam jiji jumblu mujashak bakat.
Guess that's all we're gonna get. In that case, I think we have to tell him who's lying here for
what do
sure.
you want to know? Right.
So, certainly, we know that Rickard is lying. Handon, a little less confident about.
Akupa chekopa.
Alright, discuss the murder.
Tak jedaba the tong.
Rickard is lying.
Akupa.
I don't know about there being no Iriaz, but he was being rude to me. It was cloudy. There was no sun.
Tong height wam jiji jumblumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bongwalea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita takum just tak miki grabelmogo. Kachi chu ita bodunga. Kachi kun ita hodonga. Iking kuno ba muler mujashak bakat. Kiyeno.
Okay. Now, I don't know if we can still say that Handon is lying or not, but do you have anything else?
Is there any other...
Here we go. What can you tell me about Calder and Handon?
The Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past several weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Nettic and Mr. Gold. Is there any other information you need?
Gold hates speeders. Let's see. What about Calder and Rickard?
According to the municipal authorities near the Garrow spaceport, there had been news of violent drunken activity in a cantina attached to the port. Apparently, a Mr. R. Lusoff was making accusations at a Mr. C. Nettic about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Tuka was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other information you need?
Alright, more questions
Very well.
later. Very interesting. Alright, let's talk to you first.
So, what do you want to know?
Let's see. Did you know the victim?
Yeah, I knew him. Hell, we've known each other for a good long time. Doesn't mean I really have to have liked the slimeball. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him. Especially now that he's dead. We actually got along pretty well most of the time. We just had our differences. We were actually business partners. We were involved in some orbit-to-ground transport operations for Aerotech. Can I leave now? I should probably be the one to give the news to his wife.
Uh-huh, but you thought Calder was cheating you.
Now, I don't love Calder, but we go back a long way. We run a suborbital shipping and transport company out of Garang Spaceport. We've been partners in that business for well over 20 years, and we've been doing just fine the way we are.
Yeah, I mean, you can deny it, but clearly something was up.
Right.
Is there anything else?
So,
Why would someone want to kill him?
you Jedi are so predictable, always seeing some greater purpose behind everything, when the simple answer is usually the right one. Can't you see that it must have been Handon? I found him standing over the damned body. I don't know why this is causing you so much trouble. You almost seem as lost as this Baluk guy.
Alright, well,
Right.
that's all for now. Alright,
How can I be of further assistance?
let's see. Why would someone want to kill him?
Well, you see, Calder was involved in some pretty sordid business from time to time. More often than not, I've heard. Disreputable business practices, even more disreputable clients. I've even heard he had dealings with a hut. A hut here on Dantooine. Now, I bet you're wondering if I had any reasons to kill the man, but I tell you, I hardly knew him. I saw him once or twice, yes, and I've heard some pretty unkind things about him, but certainly nothing that would make me want to kill him.
Uh-huh. But you see, you're in a dispute with him, so obviously you're lying.
But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in, given the opportunity, but I would not kill him.
That escalated quickly. Why would you do that?
My wife was cheating on me with him.
Ah.
I slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime.
Alright, that's all for now.
Of course, of course.
Is there any...
More questions later. Okay, well...
Ako pa, Chick.
Discuss the murder.
Ronda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Ka chi kun ita hodonga. Iking kun opa. Ronda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez.
Well, Handon is lying, or did lie to us before. I think they they both may be lying, I'm not sure. He knew his wife was cheating on him.
Ta kung just tak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Ka chikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno pa mulera. Muchashak pakat.
Okay.
Is there any other information you need?
Let's see. Tell me about the weapon.
We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample, other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need?
Alright. More questions later.
Very well.
How can I be of further assistance?
Yeah, let's see. Alright. What do you know about the weapon found by the body?
That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these ravenous cath hounds around. Even an Irias can take a man down if it gets in the mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard is the killer. How can I be of further assistance?
Alright. Nothing more.
Of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
So, what do you want to know?
Alrighty. What about the weapon?
That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Ichani weaponry. He had this one really nice light blaster rifle that he always used. Always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had.
Ichanis make delicate weapons with too little firepower. Lightweight stuff, if you ask me.
That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's.
Alright, that's all for now. I mean, definitely Handon's lying. Yeah, he's gotta be. Discuss the murder. The blaster's Handon's, but he reported it's stolen. Uh-oh, I didn't do it right. Let me get more info. Guess we need to talk to you again?
Is there any other information?
We never verified that part of his story.
I am sorry, but I seem to be failing you. I have searched and searched, but I cannot seem to come up with anything at all. I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report Mr. Gould filed with the authorities, but there does not seem to be one. Is there any other information you need?
Okay. More questions later.
Very well.
That was very important information that we failed to gather there. You know, we're a fucking Jedi. Can't we just be like, affect mine, did you kill the man? Maybe that's not how it works. Maybe you can't make people tell the truth. You can only make them say whatever you put into their head, which I guess wouldn't be very fair, would it? Alright, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to drop a heal while we're taking a minute to do all this stuff. Discuss the murder. Alright, so it's Handon's, but he actually lied about it being stolen. A blood sample, huh? Okay.
Is there any other information?
Tell me about the blood.
I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the Enclave just before you arrived. The blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become degraded. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need?
No.
Very well.
How can I be of further... Of course.
I think I've got an idea, but let's talk to you, I guess. It actually did not belong to the victim. I think it's Handon's blood, because he's holding his side. The story, I mean, the fact that he's still holding his side, the fact that Rickard perhaps twisted his ankle is much more plausible, I think, than the other story. I think it's Handon's. Because he's clutching his side.
Hey, what are you doing?
So, Handon kills Calder for having an affair with his wife, and then Rickard was out hunting and accidentally shot Handon after he'd killed Calder. I don't think so, because this doesn't resolve the sun in the eyes thing. There's no reason he shouldn't have been able to see what he was shooting. I think they're both guilty.
Runda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching patong abog sha umnina.
He was also having an affair with Hanon's wife. I don't know about that. Two possible reasons here. He did want that, he wanted the blaster. But he also thought he was cheating him in business. I don't know which is really a better answer here. This one I think is just nonsense. But, I do think that he wanted to rob him. Yeah.
I can leave.
No. I'm gonna reload. Well, hang on.
Achuta. Wonga kun bis dolbi kikuya.
Because I'm pretty sure that the other guy is also guilty based on the information that we have. Alright, discuss. Nope. It is Handon's blood, I believe. Left side.
Hey, what?
Both guilty. And, Calder was cheating him in business.
Dolbabank, wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Ka chikun ita hodonga. Yikin kuno pa mulera chikun. Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tong haitwam jiji jumblumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwaleo gandona chuchut. Damn you.
Damn both of you.
Takum just tak miki grabulmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru. Kachikun ita hodonga. Yikin kuno pa mulera. Tong haitwam jiji jumblumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da.
You did good. You might just make a proper Jedi yet. Who knows?
Achuta. Wonga kun bis dolbi kikuyana. Dong patugas Bastilla.
Cool. So there we go. We've solved a murder mystery out here in Dantooine. And we got a ton of XP for that too. Holy crap. Yeah, I think the reason that you gotta go with what's his name was cheating him in business is simply because that's a fact that's backed up by evidence. Based on the fight outside the cantina, whereas, you know, while it may still be true that Rickard wanted to rob the other guy, Calder, that's just more of a circumstantial thing based on our our perception of the man himself. So, yeah, that makes sense to me. But anyway, yeah, okay, so we've done it. We'll go ahead and call it an episode here. When we come back, I guess we'll keep looking for this grove, and we'll make sure Karth gets leveled up next time too.
What?
So until then, my name has been Rojo, and thanks for watching.